Hi everybody, Steve Ross here. Wanted to bring you in today to the Checker 12 Ranch because they have really honored us by asking them to sell their yearling and weanling crop this year. It's one of the greatest groups of horses we've ever had the privilege to work with, but this place is so special. I want everybody to kind of see it. We brought all the colts in. They get turned out every day and handled, but they're all up in stalls for the most part now. And I just wanted you to see this Checker 12 Ranch. All these colts are listed on our website. You can see pictures of them on our Facebook page as well. But just go to steverossreininghorses.com, as usual with us. Photos, videos of the yearlings, prices on each one of them. We did not video the babies because they're babies and we don't want to put them through that. But they look great. And let's go check out this cool courtyard barn. It's like taking a holiday in Spain. And the friendliest dog ever. So if you've been thinking about taking a vacation to Scottsdale, Checker 12 Ranch is a great excuse to do so. And come look at some really cool horses from there. This is Kolsch. All the yearlings were named after a different craft beer. So this is Kolsch. I love this colt. Big, strong, gun and trasher colt. Get over, Kolsch. Out of a really good wimpy mare. The thing I love about this group of horses is the bottom side is so strong on every one of them. Checker 12 Ranch did a great job on sire selection, but over the years, they have assembled just such a great collection of brood mares. This one's no exception. A wimpy out of Tucker at Command. One of those great mares, those Fritz Command bred mares that Bob Avila brought from the West Coast. I remember when he first brought her to Lazy E. Tim McQuay wound up buying her for Otto Schubert. They won about $30,000 on her. She was an AQHA World Champion mare too. So some great West Coast outcross on a wimpy. This has got a trasher colt that really wants to be your friend. I love his video. If you want to see how I like to see a yearling go around in the round pen, what I'd look for when I was evaluating them when I was in the 2-year-old business, I'd have been all over this colt. I would not have left here without him. I like this colt a bunch. Super correct, really gentle. That's Kolsch. I'm like a kid in a candy store here. This is JoJo, the Colonel Shining Gun, I'm sorry. Out of one of the nicest mares I've been around in a while. The mother is a Jack's Electric Spark out of Ebony Spook. We sold this one's mother. She's just a 5-year-old to some great folks up in Quebec. They've had a ton of success on her already. Mare's only won about 5,000 so far, but just getting started. I had a chance to ride her when I helped broker the deal, and Martin Muhlstetter and his crew had just done a great job on her. One of the nicest daughters of Jack's Electric Spark. It really helps me when I'm evaluating these young ones when I've had a chance to step on their mothers. So when I got to try that mare, really gave me a great feeling about this colt. Good moving JoJo colt. I think with his size, he's just got that one little white spot on his butt. But this is a really intelligent colt, another one that just snuck around the round pen like you'd like to see one. So this is Porter. Check him out. As I said, they're all listed, pictures, videos, everything on our website, steverossreininghorses.com. But we thought we'd personalize it a little bit. And, you know, I get so blown away every time I come over here to Checker 12 Ranch. I just want everybody to see what a cool place it is. Telling you, the hits just keep coming. This is as fancy as Spook's Got a Whiz stud colt out of the same Jack's Electric Spark mare that's out of Ebony Spook. This colt's so balanced. Like you can't, in my estimation, you can't hang a head and neck better on a yearling reining prospect. He's got that big kind eye, so typical of the Spook's Got a Whiz. wants to be your friend, soft mover in the round pen, slow-legged loping, but then really looks like he can fire. You see how correct this is in the front end. But if we can get a look at this colt's head and neck from the side, he wants to be Boo's friend. Maybe I can get him to stand over here. I just think this colt, when you look at the picture of him that we put up on the website, you know, you always hear Bob Loomis talk about that ultimate trapezoid you want in a horse. This horse really personifies that. But I love the way his neck hangs off his withers and the head too. It's a fancy colt right here. You know there'd be a fist fight over him if you were at the auction. One of the things I love about this private sale is you can come see these colts, touch them, pick their feet up, chase them around the round pen, get to know them a little bit. I think it's a much better environment to buy. What's that? You want to see babies? Oh, we got babies. Just going to kind of continue a walk through this Checker 12 ranch. This is their main courtyard barn. Spanish tile, the lighting. I love everything about this place. You like it, Boo?
I love it.
Boo loves it. But let's walk around. They've got some of the best horses in the NRHA in this barn. Great breeders, very conscientious, great stewards of the horses they have. Everything we're representing here has had the best care from day one. Going to all be current on their vaccinations. All their feet look good. They've been handled. Really a great environment for these colts and fillies to grow up in. And if you want Scottsdale, I mean, look at the size of these Saguaros here. And mountains in the background out there. And we're just walking up to the baby barn. Got kind of a mare motel, as I said. Now these babies stay out. They believe in that. But they come in every day for a couple hours just to get handled. You know, learn what it's like to be confined to a stall a little bit. They're all really chill with it. They're easy to catch. I like that they get brought in and brought out every day. Kind of the same philosophy that the racehorse people use on the thoroughbreds. And it seems to be working really well. And I mean, we've got a whole barn full of them here. Just a stellar group. It's hard to go wrong. One of the things I like about this group is you come through, you don't look at any of the pedigrees. You just pick out the individual you like. You know when you go and look at the pedigree page, you're going to be happy. It's a little JoJo filly here named Dinah. This was the first one that really caught my eye.
Hey, little girl.
She's so sweet. Hi, Dinah. This filly's really shapy.
There you go.
You know, the direction our industry's heading, it's an arms race for broodmare power. So, you know, we just announced some of these that we're selling this morning. And I'll just say this, some of the most influential people in the breeding business have inquired about some of these fillies because of the strength of the bottom side. Obviously, I think is the difference maker on a lot of these. She out of the Wimpy mare.
She is.
Let me go to my pedigree reader here.
Yeah, whimsical.
So another one, Dam is by Wimpy, out of Tucker at command. Great family, a lot of outcrosses here. The JoJos are really popular. He just went over $1 million as a sire. That happened quickly. I love her. What else do we have around here?
Belushi.
This is Belushi, another really, really fancy Spook's Got a Whiz colt. I believe he's out of the Shiner mare.
Yeah, Shiner's Miss Diamond.
Shiner's Miss Diamond. It does not get any better than that on the bottom side. Shining Spark out of Zan's Diamond Jackie. Just do a little black type research, folks, and see what we got here. A lot of circumstances led to this one's dam not being shown. None of those were her fault. She's a great mare. Checker 12 had a chance to acquire her, and they immediately went to breeding her. You know, it's no secret. I'm not letting anybody in on anything, but the Spook's Got a Whiz is crossed so well on these great daughters of Shining Spark. I mean, it almost never misses. Look at Spook's Got a Spark. I mean, I can go on and on down the list. Rio, the horse we just had in our barn, that sold another shining, Spook's Got a Whiz Alpha Shining Spark mare. So stallion prospect here, for sure a horse show prospect. Tricolored, smart, good mover, power pack pedigree on the bottom side and across that we know that works. It's another really fancy Spook's Got a Whiz colt over there. Round. I mean, this is a stacked group, folks. Well, let's walk back over this way. Who do we have here? Oh, it's another...
Whitney.
Whitney, for those of you... I don't know if I should tell what this year's foal crop were named after. Rock stars who died tragically. So we have Whitney here. We had Cobain. I didn't know if anybody picked up on that trend, but pretty good way to remember him. Gorgeous filly here. Another Spook's Got a Whiz. This one's out of a Jack's Electric Spark mare that was out of a Wimpy mare that Jordan Larson had a ton of success on. Fancy filly here, ton of pedigree, ton of luck for 30,000. I mean, this is a fancy rip right here. I love this filly, and the thing I love about the Spook's Got a Whiz, I always equate them to the influence that the Zippo Pine Bars had in the Western pleasure industry in the early 80s, and about the time I was getting out of it, but I lived up in Nebraska where a lot of those Zippo Pine Bars were. And the thing that I compare those two influential sires is that everybody could ride the babies. The Spook's Got a Whizzes, look at this filly. I mean, just wants to be your friend. Obviously another one that's had the best of care from day one. Feet have stayed trim, vaccinations, everything current. So a fancy filly there for the money. How about this Checker 12 ranch? I mean, the views here are spectacular. So I'm trying to get everybody to come to Scottsdale and do some horse shopping, but if this place doesn't inspire you to do so, I don't know what does.
Cobain.
Here's Cobain. All right. Here's my sleeper pick for this whole bunch. And this is such a good-minded colt. Got a star, 4 white socks. Come here. I know I've been coming over here for the last week or two getting to know these colts, and I love working with this colt. This is another JoJo. This is a stud colt. He's a Colonel Shining Gun. This one's out of that really good mare you heard me talking about a little bit earlier by Jack's Electric Spark and out of Ebony Spook. Really fancy mare. Auto-flushed embryos on her when she was just a 3-year-old. So she's 5 now and just starting her career, and she's killing it. And I love that mare. I think a stallion prospect here. This is a good colt. There's a great picture of him showing just how square he stands and how balanced he is. And, you know, I like to get in the stall with these horses and kind of let them tell me what type of attitude they have. And you can see with this colt, it's going to be a joy to work with. They haven't been overhandled or desensitized to the point where they're pests, but you can tell they're comfortable being worked with. And man, I just love this colt. Great feet, great legs, everything's been first rate. So remember Cobain, he's on the website, a real sleeper pick. I gotta see this one here.
What you got?
I'm telling you, if you don't like going through this group of horses, you don't love horses, because this is... I remember when I used to go out to Lonnie Alsop's place in New Mexico, and he'd have 30 yearling colts and 30 yearling fillies in one pasture, and they were all out of great mares. Best place to shop I ever went, because you knew everything you found you liked was going to have a pedigree to match. This is another Spook's Got a Whiz right here. Which mare is this one out of? Remind me.
Got cash in my jeans, Doris.
Got cash in my jeans. The mare they call Doris, Palomino mare. Crystal McNutt had a lot of success with her. Got cash in my jeans is by a futurity winner in Little Joe Cash and out of a futurity winner in Tari's designer jeans. So you don't get a stronger bottom side pedigree than both grandparents being NRHA futurity champions. This mare's This colt stands also a winner, NRHA money earner, and continuing to add to her bankroll as she's still showing. I love this colt here. He's so balanced. He's going to have a lot of size. I love how his hip carries down in deep like the little Joe Cassius do. They're such good conformation horses. He got all the prettiness from Spook's Got a Whiz. I can get him to stay over here where you guys can have a look at him. But look at what a hip and a hock set on a colt. I mean, he's low tail set. Like everything about this colt screams stopper. How many babies do you see with withers? And this colt's already got withers. Love that slope to his shoulder. And once again, doll-headed, and they want to let you train him. So, there's another one.
It's Prince.
Bye, Prince. Once again, pics on our website of all these, along with prices. As much information as we can put on there. Right here, we got a Star Spangled Whiz.
Hendrix.
Out of a daughter of Smart Starbuck who has produced 98,000. So buy this one, put her over 100,000. This is a little diamond in the rough right here. Not quite as big and growthy as some of these other colts. He was born a little bit later, but big kind eye, great ear set. A lot of shape to this colt. He just needs to grow up, but you know, this is the bargain of the sale. So if you want a royally bred one out of a mare that will probably have produced 100,000 by the time you start riding him. Here's a Star Spangle. Unfortunately, we lost him this last year, but of course, a great son of top sale Whiz, marked the highest score ever marked in the sport in Europe, and that's saying a lot because you know they have those incredibly competitive opens over there. So don't pass this colt by because he's a little small. It's a nice colt there, but he just needs to grow up.
Okay.
Get a shot at the desert.
Let's go see Drake.
And where is Drake? Oh, I forgot about Drake. How could I forget about Drake?
We've got Drake and Joplin over here.
Drake and Joplin. I didn't know Drake died tragically. All right, this is Drake. This is a late night stopper. Look at this head. Anybody that was at the invitation this year saw what the late night stoppers were, and everybody started wanting them. Fancy colt right here. Once again, ton of pedigree on the bottom. This colt almost has an Arab head. He's so pretty. Late night stopper was such a physical freak. Big, strong, black son of Jack's Electric Spark. This colt looks so much like him. I mean, he's got a hip like a halter horse. I love this colt, but he's just a pup. And he's got that big kind eye and that super refined muzzle. Hi, Drake. And I sound like I'm kind of bragging on these colts, and I am, but like, prove me wrong on this stuff I'm saying. These are fancy colts with impeccable pedigrees that have been handled just right. I mean, we've got a great group here. Let's go see Joplin. Hi, Drake.
Bye, Drake.
Drake, I don't. You're getting like moon pie. She told you about me.
I love this filly.
This is Joplin. Spook's Got a Whiz filly out of the Shining Spark mare that's out of Zan's Diamond Jackie. This filly here, you want to talk about size and bone on a weanling filly? I mean, I'm fully grown at 6 feet. Lou says 5'11", but I like to call myself 6 feet in the program. The size on this filly, and another one that's just an angel to be around. That big kind eye. There's a lot of leg under. And once again, super balanced. You get all that bone and substance out of that shiner mare. A great shiner mare. And this is a combination that we know has worked over and over again. It's as proven a genetic nick in the reining as there is. The Spook's Got a Whiz is on the shiner mares, but when it's on these great shiner mares, It almost never misses. This filly's got 4 white socks, blaze face, really good set to her hock, super balanced, strong over her loin and back, and once again, a baby filly with withers. So you want that bottom side genetic power, here's an opportunity to get it. And this is Joplin, and she's just so fancy.
Bye, Joplin. No. You can't come with.
Well, I don't think we even showed them all to you, but I hope we've made it worth your while in your mind to make a trip to Scottsdale. I'm so thankful to Checker 12 Ranch. They've entrusted us with selling this group. There is nothing wrong with them. They have 44 horses now, and they'd like to get down to 7. And Dr. Stanislaw asked me if I'd help him sell this group. Obviously, we'd love him to go to show homes, but if you're a breeder that's getting started, you want to put together a package deal, I can save you some money. If I was still in the 2-year-old business and I came here and found yearlings like this, I would not have left here until I had at least one of them, because it's so hard to find these kind of assets in the horse business that tick every box. I think we put that group together for you here. They've done it just by raising them, so we know the story on everything here, where it's been its whole life. Its mothers, you can look at them while you're here too. It's a great opportunity to make some great buying decisions. Please feel free to message me on our Facebook page, reach out to us through our website via email, or just shoot me a text. My number's all over the place, for crying out loud. 254-968-4344. So that's not it.
No.
Well, I got all excited. I'm live on Facebook. Just get a hold of me. We're going to make sure we answer every question we can about you, but get here quick. Just leaking the pictures out this morning. We've already had so much interest from what I feel like are some of the real industry leaders that recognize the quality we put together here at Checker 12 Ranch, and we want them to go to great homes. So call me. We're going to make it happen for you. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for stopping in at Checker 12.